What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal, YouTube? A full week of fights that we have in front of us. I am very, very excited about this full week of fights that we have in front of us. Tonight, we got to see Stephen Wonderboy Thompson take on Jake Ellenberger, defeat Ellenberger with a sick-ass roundhouse kick, knock Jake Ellenberger on his ass. Got the stoppage. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, another one of those long, rangy fighters with a ton of tools, beating up a veteran. Definitely the biggest fight of his career. So that was a huge win from Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. As you can also see in the title of my video, Conor McGregor will host the Ultimate Fighter with Uriah Faber. These people are like this. They are not dumb. They are smart as hell. They know the popularity of Conor McGregor is going to bring some people in the door to watch the Ultimate Fighter that wouldn't necessarily watch the Ultimate Fighter. Now, I'm not a person who watches the Ultimate Fighter. I tend to watch the finale. I don't know why. Don't ask me why, but I can see myself watching the Ultimate Fighter just to see what the hell Conor McGregor does and how he coaches, what he says and how he deals with the guys he's supposed to be training. Is he gonna, is he gonna slap a few guys around? Like the UFC, they are some smart bastards at times. And I say at times because there are times when I look at the fight card and I go, who put this shit together? Who came up with the fight card that you have? Because this fight card really makes no fucking sense. And then there are times when they make moves like this, like taking arguably your most popular fighter and putting him on a show that can only go up with the ratings. So, yeah. Tough Enough 21, the Black Zillions take it, defeating American Top Team. Black Zillions with the win over American Top Team, and the blockbuster. Conor McGregor is going to be a host on the Ultimate Fighter, and that's huge. That's fucking huge. I think that gets that every single episode of the Ultimate Fighter is going to peak. There's not very many other guys that could have done that for the Ultimate Fighter that have that kind of presence. Maybe BJ Penn, George St. Pierre, Chuck Liddell back in the days. Who else could have done it? BJ Penn, Chuck Liddell. I don't know about John Jones because he's a great fighter, but he doesn't necessarily have that personality. Maybe Jackson, because Jackson does have that personality and that following. But this is a smart move by them. Unless he does some shit in these camps and gets himself hurt while he's out training these guys. Then I'll look at the move and I'll flip-flop and I'll say it was a stupid move. But for right now, considering his appeal to the audience, it was a very smart move. But yeah, I'm not going to talk for an hour tonight. I don't have an hour tonight. I got to be up at fucking 6:30 in the morning. But yeah, Stephen Thompson defeats Jake Ellenberger at the Ultimate Fighter 21. Let me know how you feel about this. Make sure you subscribe. We are growing incredibly. This weekend was a monster fucking weekend for my channel, for me. Tons of people viewed it, and I really have Conor McGregor to thank for that, because Conor McGregor did a lot of that for me. My post-fight review of Conor McGregor did like 70,000 views over the weekend. So amazing weekend for me, an amazing week for MMA fans, man, boxing fans. We have a lot coming up. Let's go over. I always like to go over the next fight so you'll know what I'm covering next. What I'm talking about next. There's a few things that I will be talking about coming up. Let me see. UFC Fight Night will be on Wednesday. So that's in 3 days. We have Mir versus Duffy. Thompson versus Ferguson. Not that great of a fight card, but in MMA, all you need is one big punch, and you go from a guy nobody ever heard of to a guy everybody wants to watch to see what they're gonna do next. That's pretty much. That's the great thing about MMA. Like MMA, a star can be born in a split of a fucking second. I mean, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, who the fuck knew about Conor McGregor? Nobody. Unless you were watching one of those other leagues, which I don't. The only leagues I watch is Bellator and UFC. That's it. I never watched a match in Pride. Like people were saying, well, this person did this in this league. All I can speak is from my experience and what I saw. The only leagues I find myself watching is either Bellator or UFC. And Invicta. I watch Invicta for the women. But other than that, I don't too much pay attention to any other organizations. I should. Honestly, I'm going to expand my horizons. I just don't have a lot of time. And if you're not putting these things up on the weekends, if you're bringing them in on some weird fucking time schedules, I don't have the time. Anyway, next fight is Frank Mir versus Duffy. Of course, I will be talking about that here. For my boxing fans, let's see what we have to cover next. Boxing fans, trying to look at my schedule. Trying to see here. July the 18th, I'll be covering Carl Frampton versus Alejandro Gonzalez. That will be on that's on a PBC card. At the same time, I will be covering Julio Chavez Jr. versus Marco Reyes on that same day. Damn, it's a lot of shit going on July the 18th. Scott Quigg versus Kiko Martinez. Arthur Abraham versus Rock. So there's going to be quite a few videos on the 18th of July. And then we'll be heading, then we'll get the big boy on July the 25th, Sergey versus Mohammadi. And I'll be covering not only the fight, but I'll cover the weigh-ins. I'll do my prediction video. We'll make it a full fight. I'm gonna start doing fight weeks and doing build up to fights as well. Not just jumping in and reviewing just the fight, but you know, doing the weigh-ins, doing the press conferences. I'm gonna get more and more serious and take this more and more serious with this channel. And that includes me getting rid of this webcam, which I have 4 or 5 cameras. I'm just lazy when it comes to the video editing, but you'll start to see more high quality videos because I have to, because my audience is getting bigger now. And it's time for me to step it up, take this dynamic mic, this condenser mic out of my hand, put it back on the mic stand where it belongs, like this, where it's supposed to be, instead of it being in my hands. Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot of improvements that will be coming to this channel, including me kind of toning it down a little bit. I've been asked, hey, we see what you're doing, we see the audience that you're grabbing, bring it down just a notch, clean up what you're saying and what you're doing, so that you can expand what you're doing to a larger audience. And that's what I'm gonna be doing in the next few couple months. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. I talk too damn much. That's what my wife tells me. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.